Matt Gay set to kick off.
2-1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Now to throw on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Play fake. Mariota. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Mariota had an 87-yard run as a rookie. This one a bit less, but it is a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short. Options galore here, second and a few inches.
10 yards on the pickup. It's
from the gun, Mariota. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. To throw, Mariota. Open man there is Malone. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
First down, Raiders.
Mariota now from the 50. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Give him 30 yards there.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro Stephon Gilmore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He's coming off a 3-interception performance last week, so certainly not how we wanted to start here.
Not at all, but this is where a quarterback gets tested. This is where we find out what he has underneath that jersey, because he had a bad game last week. Can he shake off a bad start to this one and start to perform at the level he expects?
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Second down and 8. Sony Michel, his first carry. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
Third and 7.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
They'll take over.
He's just got to be thinking, I hope that's not a harbinger of things to come. Very first pass of the afternoon picked.
And where do you go from here? Because when you start that way, do you allow that to seep into you and stay with you the rest of the game? Or do you find a way out of it? We're going to find out.
Following the interception here, Mariota dancing to his left, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It's the former Michigan man, Chase Winovich, who gets in there to bring him down.
6 yards.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Working out of the gun, Mariota. This will be caught. Tyrell Williams. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
A gain of 6
One
yards.
thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
On third down, Mariota eluding the pressure. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the All-Pro, Stephon Gilmore. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
He's going to loft one deep over the middle. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way to the opposite 45.
For a Patriot.
A big play there for New England. 52 yards. Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
By Jonathan Abram.
No gain on the play there. Second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 10. Newton. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Cam Newton sacked.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40.
Intercepted by...
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
A 2nd down throw here for Mariota. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off by Adrian Phillips. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
The Patriots.
So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but Let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
That's the end of the first quarter.
We're scoreless after one. Start of the second quarter from Foxborough. It's the homestanding Patriots with the football as they've got it 2nd down and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the gun, here's Newton. Into the hands of the tight end. This is Jordan Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
7-yard line.
Now a first down throw for Newton. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 32-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Again, this is Michel. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. The tackle there by LaMarcus Joyner.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Off play action. Newton letting one go deep for the end zone. As a man, and it's Edelman for the Patriot touchdown. Julian Edelman, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. And he gets it to make it 7-0 Patriots.
Makes the score Patriots 7, Raiders 0.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things up.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by the All-Pro Stephon Gilmore. Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ballgame.
I think if you're looking at his stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game?
And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Damiere Byrd, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Patriots are able to strike quickly for 6.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
You said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
4 yards on.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. They'll try to throw now. Mariota. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Play action now, Mariota. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders.
Zay Jones. Touchdown.
The fly route works for the TD ground.
And you know what the receivers love to say? If we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did, all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Patriots take over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time, the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Here's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. It's a big play there for the Patriots. 49 yards.
You can feel the effort all the way up here. He tried his best to get there. Didn't quite make it, but down around the 2-3 yard line. Gotta love the effort, and especially...
And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriots score. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Patriots add on to their lead. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions, and they're a PAT from going up 21-7.
Yeah, very impressive the way that they've moved the football. Full command of their playbook, full command of the way they wanted to attack.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
First down, Mariota. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
And it's 3rd down.
3rd and long here for Mariota. Flush to his right. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And now Edelman. 13 yards on the return there after a punt of 57. And the Patriots take over. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25.
That's good.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the 1st half.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 11.
Now 1st and 10 at the 11. Newton on 1st down. Forced out to his left. He's got it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Cam Newton with his 3rd touchdown pass of this 1st half. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow, because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
26-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'm going to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
He'll have a 1st down past the 40, and he'll finally be taken down just shy of midfield. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They built a good 1st half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the 2nd half. A nice 1st half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the 2nd half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. 2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. Newton now to throw. He gets it to James Wayne. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
I'm sure at times James White gets frustrated because he might want to carry the ball a little bit more, but when you catch it like that, that's how teams are going to use you. The majority of his snaps may come on passing downs because he can create big plays downfield. Second on the team in catches in 2019. He led his squad in 2018.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And it's Michel once again. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down.
20.
Out of the gun, Newton. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. The Patriots send out their punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And, Charles, they trail by 3 scores. Look, they're not completely out of this, but it's sort of go time right now.
Yeah, and they knew that coming out after halftime, it was going to take a collective effort to get back into this ball game. The defense got the stop for them, so maybe that can get things started. Now the offense has to pick their game up as well. And if they can put a score on the board, hey, they can get back in it in a hurry.
Mariota now on 2nd down. He's airing it out for Williams. And now here is another interception. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Buying time to his left. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down. 2nd and 6.
3 brings up 2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
On the handoff, it's Michel. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Only a few inches needed on the sneak. He didn't get it, and now it's 4th down.
4th and goal.
Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. Now Brett Maher for the field goal try. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. The kick by Maher is good. And that will extend the lead out to 24. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
35-yard line.
Mariota and the Raiders now come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Now whistle. Come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
A gain of 21.
A gain there of 21 yards. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 right at the 40. Escaping the pressure right. He'll try and run it. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Off the play fake, Mariota. That's caught. It's Malone. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
7. And a Raider 1st down.
A 1st down throw for Mariota. And he's got room. Give him 14 on the play. And the Raiders are going to get a new set of downs.
It looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. And there's the first NFL catch for Henry Ruggs. And that is caught. It's Ruggs. Touchdown, Vegas.
Las Vegas.
Henry Ruggs there to make the grab. To throw is Mariota. And the Raiders get a score closer. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know what I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense.
Right? That's true. You've said that before. Newton and the Patriots with a 1st and 10 at the 40. And he'll hand this to Michelle to get things started. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nicholas Morrow on the tackle. A gain of a yard.
On 2nd and 9, Newton. He'll get this into the hands of Bird. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. Michelle. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
Michelle, the ball carrier.
And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off again.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Michelle, nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
1st and 10.
And we have to give credit to them for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Demir Bird, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. This is White on the screen. And he does not get to the first down marker as they stop him at the 19. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. Do you like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
The kick by Maher is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 3 touchdowns. Now it's a 21-point game. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
25-yard line. The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Mariota now to throw on 1st down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Patrick Chung. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. They go with White on the counter. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage. They're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. Maher able to put this one through. And that will extend the lead out to 24. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Jason McCourty. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks. Again, it's Michelle. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
That's a gain of 3. Now 3rd and 5.
On 3rd down, Michelle. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a fourth down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost,